Hey guys, Yuki here. In this video, I'm going to show you how I cleared the Spire Abyss using only characters and weapons from the current Zibai banner and from the Lost Colombina banner. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video. Alright, then let's get it started. Here are the characters and weapons of my first team. My Zibai is going to use Cyphos because I don't have her best in slot. Iluga is going to use Dragonsbane, and Aino and Goho are going to use Favonius. And here is my second team. Colombina is going to use her 5-star weapon, Fisher the 4-star bow, and sadly, Ifa and Cetus are going to use the 1-star weapon because I don't have the catalyst, and I only have one 4-star bow from the banner. Colombina, we have to do some heavy liftings here. You can see the detailed builds in the end of the video. Now let's go to the fight. I chose the buff that gives defense whenever my health is above 50%. The buff helped because I wanted to do only one rotation to trigger the split. As you can see, even with Cyphos, Zibai's skill did more than 200k. That's also because the 4-star characters are really good teammates for Zibai. Here I used some skills to charge up energy and waited until he split. I knew that this guy would jump back, so I waited until it did, and then started my rotation. I finished this half in 50 seconds, which was quite good. Now for my second team, as you may have guessed, my Colombina does the most damage, because the other 3 characters have a level 1 weapon. However, I still rotated Ifa and Fisher in to trigger Lunar Charge and the VV set, because my strategy was to charge up Colombina's skill as fast as possible and make sure the resistance was shredded. Actually, my Fishers still do some damage, because the Lunar Charge reaction damage isn't scaled with attack. Here I made a mistake. I didn't have Oz here to apply Electro because my rotation was off. I also realized that my Fisher didn't have enough energy to burst, so I used Zeto's skill for some energy. When the boss summoned his minions, I tried to gather them and kill them as fast as possible. The second half was rough, but I still managed to finish it with 12 seconds to spare. For the second chamber, I chose the HP buff. Because my bursts weren't ready, I changed the rotation a little bit. I made sure that Aino's burst was ready when the Wyot spawned, so I could use Aino's burst before he stole my energy. That way I could still trigger Lunar Crystallize with Zibai. Unfortunately, I still need an auto rotation to finish the first Wyot, but I can use the remaining skills of Zibai on the second Wyot. I could cast Aino and Iluva's first before he steals my energy, but I wasn't sure if it was enough to finish this half. I thought about to use the burst skill combo to finish him, but then I realized my buff ran out, so I did another rotation. In the end, I needed 88 seconds to clear the first half. The second half was easier. I charged up my bursts and wait until he finished with shuffling. Then I just did my rotation. The play wasn't perfect because I got hit a few times, but his attack didn't hurt that much, so I was never in danger of dying. In the end, it was a comfortable clear with 13 seconds left. For the last chamber, I chose the card to heal, because my Tsiba is only at half health after the last fight, and these enemies here can do a lot of damage. They can also apply a debuff, which reduces the crit rate of your characters. I was lucky that I could still crit with Tsibai. The heal card was definitely a good choice, because without it, I would have died here. And my Goho wasn't really built, so he didn't heal a lot. It was a fast clear, but it was still very close, because everyone were on life support. For the Knuckle Duckle, it should be a straightforward approach. I just had to fill up the bar of the minions with Electro Charge, so I could stun the boss. But here comes my huge mistake. I used dash twice to dodge the charge of the boss, but then I couldn't dash to dodge the attack of the minions. If it was Columbina, then she would have survived, but it was my level 50 Ifa, so he died. I thought about to restart the chamber, but I still had lots of time left, so I gave it a shot. The rotation got even more awkward now, because Zetos needed to rotate in for energy, and Columbina had to stay on field. Also, I couldn't shred resistancy anymore, so I lost at least 20% of the damage. At this point I was a bit tilted. I wasn't aware of the cooldowns anymore, and Columbina got hit a few times, so her life was also low now. But I knew I could win if I could kill the minions. I was also lucky here that I got enough energy for Columbina to burst, so I could iframe the charge of the boss. The fight wasn't pretty, but I managed to kill the minions one more time and deliver the final blow to the boss. Thanks for watching and see you next time.